Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hi, my name is Lois Freeman. Today I wanted to share with you guys on the topic keeping yourself for marriage. It's a very dear and special topic to me because it's something that I went through. It was very challenging and very hard, and with the information that I have and with the steps that I took, if it can help one person, it's all worth it. Just to give you guys a little history or a little idea of my background. So I was a virgin until I got married, but my husband was not. When I met my husband, he was not a virgin. There were things that we had to do just to make sure that we remain pure and that our relationship was pleasing unto God. So before I do this video, I just have encouragement for those that are not virgins, and that is this, right? You may have made a mistake, right? Probably you had sex even before coming to Christ, or you were tempted, you yield to the temptation, right? That's the past, and we can't change that. Probably you were raped before, you were interfered with, you were abused, and it's not your fault. And that's okay. That's the past. I personally believe that purity it's more than just not having sex. Purity is a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's the way you think, the way you talk, the condition of your heart. And I believe that the Lord is a God of second chances. And you can make a decision that, you know what, from this day, I am going to operate like if I'm a virgin. And I know that the Lord has cleansed me and I am pure. So I just wanted to get that out there, that whether it was a mistake, whether something happened to you in the past, that's okay. We can't change that. But have that mindset moving forward that, Lord, I want a new start. I want to do this thing right before you and for me too as well. So from today, I'm a virgin. From today, I'm a virgin in the way I walk, in my attitude, in the things that I do. Right? And for those who are virgins, I want to encourage you that it's a beautiful thing to be a virgin. And it's cool to be a virgin. It's a special, rare thing that once you lose it, you can't get it back. So treat it like a gem. Treat your virginity as a precious gem, knowing that, Lord, I am saving this gem for the right person. I'm saving this gem for the man that you would have me to be with in the future. Lord, have this thinking in your head that, Lord, I want to give my husband a real good gift when we're married. And the best gift you can give your husband, the best gift you can give your parents as a thank you for all that you have done for me. And as I make this transition from single to being married, the best thank you gift you can give your parents is your purity, is your virginity. So number one, my first advice is, first of all, you have to make sure that you have the same standards, the same values, the same principles as a couple, as couples dating. You have to be equally yoked. You have to have one mindset. And our mindset is to please God. Our mindset is that our relationship glorifies God. Our mindset is that we want to stay pure till we get married. Whatever happened in the past is in the past. But from this day forward, we are in a relationship and we want to stay pure. I expressed to my husband how important being a virgin was to me. and how much it meant to me. We both agreed together and we both genuinely wanted to keep ourselves. We wanted to live a life that was holy and pleasing unto God. So that's the first thing. You have to be equally yoked. Both parties must want to keep themselves. Both parties must want to live a life pleasing unto God. As I said that, on that note, before I go on, I must say this. Now, all these principles that I am giving you is practical and it will help you. But please keep in the back of your head that unless the Lord builds a house, they that labor it in vain. And what I simply means by this, at the end of the day, you have to go to God and making sure that God is the center of your relationship. It's God that keeps you. There are times that you're in love, you don't even want to be kept. You want to go and do your own thing. But it's always having that fear for God, especially if you are the male, if you are the man in the relationship. And this is not in no particular order, but number 2 is be accountable to someone. You must have people there to give you guidance, someone that you check in with, a spiritual leader, a youth leader, someone that you trust, someone that you know will not judge you and will not condemn you. We had people in our lives. For my husband, shout out to Pastor Paul. Raymond looked up to Pastor Paul. Pastor Paul was like his father. And whatever Raymond was facing, whatever temptation he had, this was the person that he ran to, and he could have been transparent with him and that helped him through it all. So you must have someone that you are accountable to. If we are in times of temptation, and even if at that time in that season your relationship is going strong, you just have this covering over your life. You must have a covering, someone that is watching over you, someone that is guarding you and protecting you, praying for you, making sure that you do the right thing, making sure that is watching you to make sure that you don't stray, and when you stray will check up on you and say, hey, or you're going too far. Why are you going there by yourself? Why you spending the night by your girlfriend? You want that in your life. You want someone that's going to check up on you because they love you and that because they want the best for you, and that's what we had to do. Number 3 is to be open and transparent with each other in your relationship, right? So for example, now whenever my boyfriend at the time used to come home by me, I put on a short pants or I put on a leggings. So Raymond will be like, hey girl, stop wearing this particular garment, stop wearing this particular pants. Yeah, it just turned me on, right? So because I had that knowledge, now I know, okay, I wouldn't wear that, or I would not tempt him. Why? That is wickedness. You know you're trying to keep yourself. Both of you are trying to keep yourself, but you still want to tempt the man. Why are you doing him that for? You know, but be transparent. If you know that this is bothering you, what the person is doing, if you know that when the boy do this, it is arouse you, tell him, let him know. Be open and transparent with each other. It's very important. And this is critical, important. If you can get nothing else from this video, this will definitely work for you. Set boundaries. You need to have boundaries. And set it and make it clear, right? If you know that being alone will cause you guys to sin, okay, it happened once, it happened a third time, it happened a fourth time, you need to have that conversation. Here's what, I am not going to be going on no car ride around Tour de France, and you know that we in the car alone, we in the back, or we somewhere that nobody knows we is, and we just get tempted in the car. Well, then stop, drive together. You know, you have to, and sometimes it will be hard boundaries. If you know that if you go to the movies, to your cloak up in a corner doing what God knows what, well then say, here what? We had to find some strategy. If you stop going to, sometimes you have to make some firm, strong boundaries. It will be hard for you. You mightn't like the boundaries, but if it's going to deliver you, if it's going to save your soul, do it. Make the boundaries. If you know that your boyfriend, you could go by him and you will have sex with the boy because the environment that he grew up in is unsupervised, don't go. Set boundaries. You have to know yourself. You have to know what triggers you. You have to know your weakness. And if you know that here's what, coming home by you, disturb fire, I'm not coming by you. Period. I am not going to come by you unless it have a set of people there, or unless we're going with someone, these are the conditions for me coming home by you. Set realistic boundaries and don't compromise on the boundaries. And last but not least, strive to be an example. Strive to be an example that people could look at your relationship and want that. Strive in such a way that the enemy could find nothing to accuse you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend of. You strive for such perfection that there's no condemnation from nobody. That you can live with that confidence that nobody could point finger and say, I see your day and I see to her all your day. Right? Strive for to be an example that people could look up to you and say, wow, that was a godly relationship. You set a standard for people that say this is impossible, that this could never happen, that you can say, yes, it could happen. It is possible to not be virgins. You get into a relationship and live a holy life, live a life pleasing unto God. It is possible. It is possible, people. If you follow the laws of the Bible, if you follow the guidelines, if you take right counseling, if you be accountable, if you set firm, strong, strict boundaries, if you be transparent, if you live a life and you want your relationship to be an example, it is possible to keep yourself until you get married. So I encourage you today, strive. Let your relationship be pure unto God. It is possible, young people. It is possible to live a life pleasing unto God, to have a relationship that is pleasing unto God. Strive for it. Strive for it. Maybe you messed up today, but say, Lord, you know what? I turn a new page. I turn a new chapter. And from this day, you know what? We're going to be... Girl, boy, we're going to live this life that is pleasing unto God. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it had helped you in some way or the other. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And share this video with everyone you know. Thank you so much, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.